great afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 1 p.m. midday opportunity call with Consolidated Planning. My name is Amanda Muhammad, and I have the honor and privilege today to be able to introduce our guest speaker, and that is none other than Mr. Roderick Muhammad. I'm just going to take a few seconds and talk about Rob for a little bit. He's been in the entrepreneurial space for many, many years, not working a traditional job like many of us have. He's also a licensed professional for over 22 years as a professional insurance professional. So I definitely want to make sure that you take some copious notes today. He has some powerful information that he wants to share. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring to the line our guest speaker, Mr. Roderick Muhammad. Are you on the phone, sir?
Yes, I am.
The call's all yours.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the midday call with Consolidated Planning. This is Roderick Muhammad. Thank you, Amanda, for the introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, we just want to take a few minutes of your time to talk to you about a career opportunity that is really sweeping the country. It's really taking the country by storm. And guys, Consolidated Planning is right at the forefront, of that explosion. A career helping people in final expense. As a final expense specialist, you're going to be a professional with a life insurance license. Now, let's talk a little bit about why final expense, why partner with Consolidated Planning, and why look at this career? Why look at this opportunity? Simply put, in 6 short years, Consolidated Planning has gone from, nothing to something in final expense. Still truly the new kid on the block, but they are the number one agency in America at our flagship company. Last month in March, guys, submitted over $1 million in premiums in 1 month. Over $1 million in premiums. Guys, and even though Consolidated Planning is a new kid on the block, they are making a lot of noise. Right now, ranked in the top 10 of all final expense agencies in America, regardless of the companies represented. Now, that is a huge accomplishment because a lot of these companies that are in the top 10 and top 20 agencies, they've been in business for 20, 30, and 40 years. So for Consolidated Planning to be in the same conversation with those agencies, it lets you know the type of agency that you're getting in business with. Even though they're a new kid on the block when it comes to final expense, they're not new to helping people with financial matters. Consolidated Planning got its start back in 1996 in the, Columbia, South Carolina, helping, Americans become homeowners. And Dr. Burns, the president and, founder of that agency, has been helping people in that aspect, just about his entire life. Over 30 years of helping people with insurance and financial matters. So guys, when you're looking at the foundation and the support that's going to back you as you either build a great individual business for just yourself, or if you're looking to build an agency, meaning you're looking to partner with other agents, in your city, in your state, or anywhere around the country, Consolidated Planning is in a great position to help you in those areas. Now let's look at why final expense. We've talked about, who you're going to partner with. Well, let's talk about what field you'll be partnering with Consolidated Planning in. The final expense market, quite naturally, it's a market within the insurance industry, but it's the fastest growing market in the insurance industry. And, the policies have the best retention. When people buy this, they stay on the books. They keep it, guys. And the agents that are, specializing in final expense, they are among some of the highest paid agencies in the business. So guys, if you're looking to have a career that's going to have a lot of longevity, it's going to allow you to really, make a difference in society and help people, well, final expense is where it is. And if you're looking for a career that is pretty much recession proof, pretty much environmental proof, pretty much climate proof, well, final expense is that career, because this is a product and service that everybody needs, regardless what's going on in the economy, regardless what's going on in the environment, and regardless what's going on in the climate. People still need life insurance. So guys, you're going to be in a business where you can continue to earn money because you're going to be continuing helping people day in and day out. Now let's look at the system that's in place here at Consolidated Planning. What makes Consolidated Planning the number one final expense agency in America? Simply put, they have the best sales system. It's tried, tested, and proven. And guys, we have an exclusive product that we market that we have the exclusive marketing rights to. And one cool thing about it, the public can only get it from an agent that's in business with Consolidated Planning. And the training system that is, in place here at Consolidated Planning. You're going to know exactly what to say, how to say it, and when to say it. So don't sit on the call and think that you don't know anything about life insurance or final expense. We're going to teach you exactly what you need to say, what you need to do, and how you need to do it. A few short years ago, guys, even though I've been in the insurance industry for 22 years, I was not in final expense. So I had to be mentored and taught final expense by my manager. And if he could teach and mentor me, guys, he's going to be able to mentor and teach you, I promise you. So guys, let's get started. If you got pen and paper, I want you to take some notes. I'm going to encourage you to make sure you get back with the person who invited you on this call. He or she's going to have some additional information that they will be able to share with you about this phenomenal career opportunity. So let's go, guys. Let's look at the sales system that's in place. And our sales system here at Consolidated Planning is a funeral advocacy. It's designed to be there for your clients on the worst day of their lives. And that's when that client loses a loved one, a family member, someone near and dear. And if you've ever dealt with death and dying of a close family member, a mother, a father, a spouse, a child, you have to agree that you're not in your right frame of mind, thinking it just doesn't come natural at that moment. Well, honestly, that's not a good time to be handling financial matters, especially when those financial matters relate to the person that just passed away. Planning a funeral, talking with funeral directors. The families usually, unfortunately, get the raw end of the deal. They get the bad end of the deal. They end up spending more money than they could have for that homegoing service. So the Funeral Advocate Program with Consolidated Planning is designed to be the liaison between that grieving family and the funeral home. First off, the Funeral Advocate Program would reach out to the funeral home of the family's choice. And then they would inform that funeral home that they would be handling price shopping and negotiating for the family, and also they're going to inform that funeral director that they're going to contact at least 2 additional funeral homes in the area so that they can price shop. This is done to get the best price, the best professionalism, and the overall best quality of service for that family. All 3 funeral homes will be made aware that they are competing for this family's business. This is going to give the family the best price possible because these funeral homes understand that they got to provide their best price in order to get the business. This brings the cost of the funeral down tremendously, ladies and gentlemen. It saves the families, honestly, thousands upon thousands of dollars once the price shopping and negotiating starts. See, price shopping and negotiating means that they're going to go line by line and discuss each item that the funeral home will render or provide to see if that's the lowest price that those services can be provided for that family. Also, they're going to provide the funeral merchandise. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the game changer. The funeral merchandise are the most expensive items surrounding the cost of a homegoing service. We're talking about the caskets, the vaults, we're talking about monuments or grave markers and also urns for those that are having cremations. There's no cap on what a funeral home can charge a grieving family for the casket, for the vault, for the grave marker, for the urns, for those that are doing cremations. But when the funeral advocate through consolidated planning gets involved, they're going to provide those items. They're going to ship them overnight. They always arrive on time for the homegoing service. And by federal law, the funeral home cannot reject the casket. And our clients do not spend $5,000 and $6,000 and $7,000 for caskets, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to be able to get the same quality of caskets that the funeral homes use every single day in America. We're talking about an 18 gauge steel industry standard casket, and it's only going to cost your clients $1,500. And it doesn't matter when the person passes away. If they die this year, $1,500 for that industry standard casket. If they die 20 years from now, it's only $1,500 for an industry standard casket. Your clients' families will have over 250 colors and styles to choose from. And everything I've just mentioned is not just for the policyholder or the insured, but it will be for the entire household. Up to 5 household members will be able to utilize and benefit and save money from the Funeral Advocate program through consolidated planning. Now, also, lastly, what the Funeral Advocacy is going to do, it's going to provide a lot of fresh leads, a lot of referrals for the agent. Why? Because these families are going to be so completely satisfied by the service and the money that they saved. Our clients, because of the Funeral Advocate program, getting involved with price shopping and negotiating and providing the funeral merchandise, our clients in 2019 only spent between $4,200 and $7,000 from start to finish for those professionally done homegoing services for their family members. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about in a day and time when the national average for a funeral in America is $15,000. So do you recognize the tremendous savings that our clients saved, by having the Funeral Advocate program? Guys, it's going to make you the talk of the town because it makes the family now the true beneficiary of the policy. The funeral homes don't get all the money. There's now money to send back to the loved ones, and that's really what the person purchased the insurance for, guys. They wanted something to make sure that they were put away nicely, and they wanted the rest of the monies, the rest of the proceeds to go to their loved ones. So this is where the referrals come from. Families are going to be excited. Families are going to be well pleased. So they're going to tell the well-wishers and their supporters, the sympathizers, and those that came to pay their respects to the dead about how they were able to have a homegoing service for a fraction of the cost. And they're going to provide your name and number. And our training system will teach you how to professionally conduct yourself so you'll be able to sit down with those individuals at a later date and time and help them with a final expense program. Now, even though you're going to pick up a lot of referrals from the Funeral Advocate program, we have a lead system in place, guys. And our lead system is second to none. Our leads are superior. Why? Because the leads are fresh. They're not recycled. They're not reused or they're not, rehashed or refurbished. Hot and fresh out of the oven, guys. And these leads call you. You don't have to worry about who you're going to go and see. When you partner with Consolidated Planning, you're not going to have to harass and bother your family and your friends who don't want to even see you coming. Okay? You're going to be able to go and see people who called into the television station, who wrote into the insurance company, who went on Facebook and filled out their form about final expense life insurance, or people who picked up the yellow pages and called the insurance company, or people who heard the radio advertisements in the select markets. These are the avenues that are utilized to provide final expense leads for our agents. And guys, we have the leads and we have them in an abundance all over the country. Keep in mind, this is a nationwide career opportunity. So it doesn't matter if you're tuning in, listening from California, or if you're tuning in from Alabama or the great state of Michigan, or if you're tuning in from Georgia or Florida. It does not matter. This is a nationwide career opportunity. So we can partner with you and get you going and all over the country. So the leads are advertised all over the country and people are calling in from all over. And guys, we can make the leads ready and available for you today. And the beauty of our lead program, we know they're fresh and we understand the leads call you and we know they're not recycled or refurbished, but also the leads are going to be financed by Consolidated Planning, meaning you don't have to come up with any money out of your pocket. You don't have to put your credit card on file. We're not going to charge your credit card, and you don't have to give us your banking account information. We're not going to charge your bank account. The leads are going to be financed by Consolidated Planning, meaning you'll be able to get into the system, learn it, you'll be able to get trained by the best final expense trainers in the country. So you're going to be equipped with what to say and how to say it. So once you're trained, now you are ready to get a handful of leads and start going to either see or calling on people who've asked for your help, who've asked for your assistance. And guys, I'm going to tell you, the agent partners at Consolidated Planning that are earning the high incomes, that are the 5-figure monthly income earners, they're on the lead program. And they're on the lead program every single week. They're going to see people and they're calling on people who have asked for their help. And guys, keep in mind when you get there or when you get them on the phone, because see, guys, we're able to do this thing 2 different ways. We're able to do field sales, which is the old-fashioned way, the way the West was won, as I like to say, the way that these seniors love for you to help them face to face. Eyeball to eyeball, kneecap to kneecap. So we call that field sales. Now we understand that, there's, the climate in the country where a lot of, cities and states have stay at home. Well, it's no big deal to the agent partners at Consolidated Planning because we're able to still do the same fantastic job, provide the same fantastic service, utilizing the same awesome leads over the phone, because we can do this thing telesales. Our training system is designed to teach you how to master field sales and telesales. And guys, and with a climate like it is now, you really don't want to be in business with no one but Consolidated Planning, because they got the best of both worlds. They got it where you can get out and help people with insurance, whether you're going to see them face to face or whether you're helping them from the comfort of your home. You're going to be trained to, facilitate both scenarios. And when you do it, guys, you're going to be utilizing the final expense portfolio that has our 5 Gold Star products in it. And those 5 Gold Star products are going to allow you to take care of every situation known to man. Meaning if your prospects or existing clients are 0 to age 85, regardless of health conditions, you will be able to help them with final expense. Guys, you can relax. I know you've worked and partnered with other companies, if you've been an insurance agent already, that you had to walk away from many sales because you could not, close them. You didn't have a product in your portfolio that was able to help cover that individual because of their health issues. And if you're brand new, guys, and you don't even have a license yet, get excited about the idea of partnering with an agency that's going to put you in a position to never have to walk away from a sale. And when we say never walk away, we honestly mean never walk away. It doesn't matter if the person's confined to a nursing home, in a hospital, incarcerated, dealing with dialysis, living with HIV or AIDS, cancer survivors, people who've suffered from heart attacks and stroke, paralysis. It does not matter. You're going to be able to sit down with that individual and their family and let them know, we're going to be able to put you in a final expense program. Let's sit down and see which one of these programs will work best for you and your budget. And then you can sit down and put together a plan that's going to work best for that individual and their families. And also, ladies and gentlemen, when we run into individuals that are in great health, Meaning there are seniors, yes, they're over 50, and keep in mind, guys, we can help everybody from 0 to 85. But we're talking about that senior market because they're serious minded. When they buy final expense life insurance, they keep it. They don't let it go because a new Jordan came out. They don't let it go because they want to get a new hairstyle. They know the importance of keeping life insurance because they've buried a family member out of their pocket. They've buried their mother and father, or they've had to bury a sibling and they had to pay for it using their retirement money, or they had to pay for it by mortgaging their home. They're not looking to do that any longer. So guys, when we sit down with these seniors, regardless if they're in bad health, dealing with, some serious health issues, or if they're as healthy as an Olympic track star, you're going to be able to help them. And when they're healthy, ladies and gentlemen, we can provide them with the lowest premiums in the final expense industry. I want you to understand something here. No one will be able to beat your premiums in final expense when you partner with Consolidated Planning. When you're sitting down with an individual who is what we call healthy, meaning they could be, on insulin for diabetes. They could be taking a blood pressure pill for high blood pressure. They could be on a cholesterol medication. They could be on a medication for gout. They could be on a medication for arthritis. They could be on a medication for anxiety or depression. All at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, and still qualify for the super preferred final expense program that has the lowest premiums in the final expense industry. Guys, it doesn't matter who comes in final expense. They will not be able to provide a lower premium than you. And also, guys, you don't have to worry about any long, lengthy applications. None of those 15 and 20 page applications. And if you've been an agent before, you know what I'm talking about. Those long applications that the client don't even want to see you filling out. It takes too much time, guys. You don't have to, schedule any blood and urine parameds. We don't have to worry about that. There's no medical exam. There's no blood and urine. There's no extensive phone interview. There's no paper applications to fill out. Guys, you're going to be able to walk in that home, or you're going to be able to sit down at your desk because you're doing telesales. You're going to ask that individual about 7 to 8 health questions. You're going to gather their beneficiary information. You're going to ask them, who do you want the insurance company to send the check to when you die, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Jones? And you're going to get their payment information, and you're going to hit the submit button, whether you're looking at them face to face because you're doing field sales, or you're on the phone doing telesales. You can let Mr. Jones know that he can sleep easy this evening because he is now covered with a final expense program through Consolidated Planning. His package will be in the mail in 7 to 10 business days. Guys, you're finished. You're on your way on to the next appointment. Whether you're walking out of that door or whether you're hanging up the phone congratulating Mr. Jones for being a policyholder, and you're on your way to your next appointment, on your way to your next call. Those policies are being processed, and your commissions, your compensation is being generated and getting ready to be sent out to your bank. Because guys, the compensation plan here at Consolidated Planning is second to none. I've been in this industry, ladies and gentlemen, for 22 years now, and I have not seen a compensation package that is put together in favor of the agent like the compensation package is at Consolidated Planning. When you think of when you're getting in business and you're getting in business serious minded, you're in business for the long haul. Well, Consolidated Planning realizes that. So first off, you're going to have a vested contract, meaning the business that you write, the business and the block of business that you're building, it's your business. It's your business to be passed on, to your children and your children's children. It's a block of business that you can sell like a piece of real estate. It's a vested contract. The business that you start writing from day one, it is your business. You own that business. You don't have to be around for 2 or 3 years before you owned it. Consolidated Planning is going to put you in a vested, situation as soon as you come in the door. Guys, you're going to be able to, have, the ability to get advanced commissions. And those advanced commissions are going to be paid daily. every day that the bank is open, and that's Monday through Friday, you'll be able to wake up and check your bank account and see that the commissions, the compensation that you were paid has already been blasted into your bank account. And we get paid same day pay, guys. I've never heard of same day pay. I'm talking about you can be listening to the sound of my voice. You can get off this call in about 5 minutes, and then you can go and do an appointment. You can sit down and do an award-winning presentation, get a live check, and submit that application before 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can go and check your back office at 4:30 and see that those commissions have already been sent to your bank account. Just depending on when your bank updates your deposits, ladies and gentlemen, that money could be in your account as soon as 9 p.m. tonight. How cool is that? You just sat down with someone at 9 o'clock this morning, or you just sat down with someone at 11 o'clock, or 1 p.m., or 3 or 2 o'clock, and you got those applications submitted before 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you're able to go and check your back office and see at 4:30 those funds are on their way to your bank account. How would you like to have, every day $500 to $1,000 to $1,500 being blasted into your checking account every single day? I'm going to let you in on something. The agents that partner here at Consolidated Planning are some of the highest paid agents in the industry. The agents on average at Consolidated Planning earn anywhere from $300 to $1,000 for every successful presentation that they conduct. $300 to $1,000 for every successful presentation. Keep in mind, guys, we're trained here at Consolidated Planning to do anywhere from 3 to 5 presentations per day. If you successfully conduct 3 presentations today, you're going to earn in your pocket in the morning anywhere from $900 to $3,000 in your pocket, guys. And this can happen for you every single day. I was talking to my mentor and manager, and he told me that he had over $30,000 put into his bank account this week. Not this month, not this year, but this week alone. And I talked with some of the other managers that said they've earned, in the last week, $5,000, $3,500. Talked with an agent the other day that had $2,500 on Tuesday blasted into her checking account. How can you get this money to start showing up in your checking account? You have to be a licensed agent. You have to get in business with Consolidated Planning. Now, if you don't have a license yet, that's no big deal. We have all the study material necessary, ladies and gentlemen, where you can start studying in the comfort of your home to prepare to take your state exam. Now, we have agents that are partnering with us now. When they were student agents, they got single-minded focus and serious about passing that exam. They studied for 3 to 5 days and went and aced that exam, passed it, and then they got back with their mentor or manager, and he or she told them the next steps they needed to do to become a licensed agent in the state that they would be working or residing in. Now, for you who are listening on the call, who already have your life insurance license, guys, this is your lucky day. Regardless of the state that you're in, I want you to go and get back with the person who got you on this call. He or she's going to have a web link to send you where you can go from the comfort of your home or office and do your appointment paperwork. No paper applications to fill out and fax or mail. You'll be able to go on your computer, and in an hour's time, you will have completed your appointment process. You'll be able to check your email and see that you've just received a writing number from our flagship company. And by tomorrow, by the end of business, you will be fully uploaded in the system, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, you're ready now to start getting trained by Consolidated Planning in the best training system in America. You're ready to start helping people with final expense. And guys, we're not bragging when we tell you our agent partners are some of the highest paid in the industry. It is just a simple fact, that they are. And guys, you can put yourself in that position in a very short period of time. Now, this is not get rich quick, but we're telling you, you can get rich rather quickly or become successful rather quickly in final expense. It is just you making a decision to get started. Some of our agent partners are partnering with us on a part-time basis, and they always earn anywhere from $4,000, $5,000 to $6,000 in deposits every single month, partnering on a part-time basis, not a full-time, guys. We're talking about people who are, partnering with Consolidated Planning on a part-time basis, earning $48,000 a year, earning $60,000 a year, earning $72,000 a year, partnering on a part-time basis. Now, we have agents that are putting a little more skin in the game. They're looking to achieve more out of this great opportunity, so they're full-time. They're helping people on a full-time basis, and they're earning 5-figure monthly incomes. And we're not talking about agents that have been in business with Consolidated Planning for 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 10 years. No, absolutely not. We're talking about some agents that have been here for a year or less that are now in a position to earn a 6-figure income, earning $10,000 and $12,000 and $15,000 and $17,000 in deposits in their bank accounts every single month, all from the final expense business. Guys, I'm going to encourage you. There's a lot more that I can really say about this business. It is just a phenomenal career opportunity that we can train you to be successful in if you desire to be trained and be successful. But I'm going to encourage you, get the additional information about Consolidated Planning's final expense opportunity. Get back with the person who asked you to be on this call, thank them for inviting you, and ask them for the final expense liberation email. That email is going to share more insight on how we do what we do and how you can get started doing it. Ask for the final expense liberation email. It's a package, guys. They can text or email the information to you, and then find out what you need to do next to move forward in a career in final expense with Consolidated Planning. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you back to your afternoon. Be safe and be blessed, and enjoy yourself, enjoy your family, and let's get started in business together, building a financial legacy that you can leave to your children and your children's children by partnering with Consolidated Planning in final expense. God bless. Have a wonderful day.